Hi everybody, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be making a homemade chicken soup. This is one of my absolute favorite recipes. It goes really far. I don't know how you guys are feeling lately, but this is May of 2023 and grocery prices are ridiculous. We are a family of 5 and we want to feed our bodies whole, real foods, and it's getting a little ridiculous. So this recipe, it is really inexpensive and it can stretch. You can make it how you and your family need it to be. This is just kind of like the baseline, and you can add things in that you guys like or take things out that you guys don't like. But in this recipe, we're going to be making our own chicken stock. So let's get started. I'll turn you around here. So as you can see here, we just filled the water. It's almost covering the chicken. But like I said, you can just add as much water or as least water as you prefer. So this is about where I like it. I like a really thick chicken stock. It just tastes good to me. Got the chicken on the stove. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to turn your heat up high. And you're going to want to bring your chicken to a boil. Let it boil for just a couple minutes and then turn it down to a simmer. And you're going to want to simmer it. I'm going to simmer mine on low for 2 hours. I want my broth to be really rich and have a lot of flavor from the chicken. And I also want it to just fall off the bone because it makes it very easy. And I love that really tender chicken meat that this will render. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the lid on here and let that come up to a boil. I'll see you in a couple hours when this chicken is ready to shred. One thing that I forgot to mention is once your chicken comes to a boil and you start to simmer it, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to skim off the scum. That's what some people call it. Other people talk about like taking off the impurities. I will show you what I'm talking about, but when it goes back, like after it boils and it goes back down to a simmer, you'll see like this gray kind of film that comes off of the chicken. And what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to, like I have a slatted spoon here. You're just going to want to take your spoon and scoop out any of that scum. I'll turn you around here and I'll show you how to do it. Do you guys see over here, do you see all that scum over there? That's what I'm talking about. Now, depending on, there's not a lot of scum actually out of this chicken, but depending on really the quality of your chicken is how much scum a lot of times it will render. So this one actually did not render very much scum at all. So you're just gonna, there's a few here. I'm just gonna try to get those a little bit. And that's it. And so I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to put the lid back on. So when I say to simmer, you're going to want it to just have a few, you see those, it's bubbling a little bit. That's what you're going to want. You're going to want to just see a few bubbles coming up, and you're going to want to do that for a couple hours. Our chicken is almost done simmering. It's almost been 2 hours since I put it on the stove last. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start chopping up the vegetables that I want to go in this soup. So I have a really basic one today. I'm going to do 3 stalks of celery. I have like a huge onion. Like this is my head and this is the onion. But I love the flavor of onion. So we'll enjoy that. And then I am going to chop up, I have a couple bags of carrots here. I'm going to chop those up just into littler pieces just so it's easier to eat when we go to eat them for dinner tonight. But other things that I have put in this soup, which is absolutely delicious, is I've put potatoes like white potatoes in it. I don't have any of those today, or else I would probably throw those in. I've done parsnips before. That's delicious. I have done rice, like just whenever you go to throw your vegetables in, just throw like you'd want a long grain rice. Just throw a half cup of long grain rice in there. That's delicious. I've done that before. That's the most amazing thing about cooking, I feel, is you can change everything to how you like it. Everything, if you don't like celery, then you don't put it in. That is just the magic of cooking. You know, you have a baseline and then you just get to explore and get to just make things however you love them. So I'm going to get chopping here, and I will see you when we go to put all this into our soup. Hey everybody, so our chicken is done cooking. It's been 2 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to pull this chicken out of the pot here. I'm just gonna put it in this glass container, and we're gonna shred that up. I'm gonna go ahead now, and I have all those things chopped. We have the onion and the carrot and the celery. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to put them right into this broth so they can start cooking. I like my vegetables to be really soft when I eat them, so I'm gonna simmer this for probably 45 minutes, so that way everything is cooked really tender. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna season this as well right now. I'm gonna do a generous portion of salt because that's what makes everything taste good, right? So I just have some pink Himalayan salt here. I'm gonna go ahead and season that up well. I'm gonna do pepper. Probably just like a teaspoon of pepper, maybe a teaspoon and a half. I know my husband, he'll add lots more pepper to that because he loves the coarse ground fresh pepper. I'm also going to add some thyme in this as well. I love thyme. It tastes so good. And again, you can use, I probably added 2 teaspoons there because I really love thyme. And I'm also going to add, if I can find it here, sorry, I probably should have had this out, but I'm going to add, there it is. I'm going to add a little bit of, I have some crushed rosemary here. I'm just going to add probably only like a quarter to, probably that's a quarter of a teaspoon there. And then I'm also going to add some ground turmeric. Turmeric has wonderful anti-inflammatory properties. It does really good things in your body. You truly can't hardly taste it in this. You're just going to get the health benefits of it, but also it's going to give you that really pretty rich like gold color at the end of this, so it just makes our soup look really pretty as well. And I'm going to mix all of that together, and I'm going to go ahead and shred this chicken and get it in the pot, and I'm going to simmer that all together for like 45 minutes, and I will show you what it looks like when it's all done and ready to eat. Just a quick little tip here. When you're shredding your chicken, like you're going to want to cut your chicken into pieces that are going to be very easy to eat. So, like you see how a lot of times when you shred chicken, it comes off in like these big chunks. Well, when you're eating soup, if you have a big, huge chunk of chicken like this, it's going to be a huge mess. So go ahead and just run your knife um, through the chicken so that way when it shreds, it's just in chunks like this, and then it'll also, like, as it cooks in the soup a little bit more, it'll kind of fall apart a little bit more too. Just a little tip there. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this soup, and if you try it, go ahead and leave me a comment. If you change it a little bit, let me know, and let me know how you changed it and what you guys thought about it. But it's one of our family favorites, and I hope it becomes one of yours too. We will see you in the next video.